So let's have the rest of the candidates introduce themselves. We had Prime Minister Son already introduce himself. How about Frode Borge? Frode. 2 minutes.
Wow, that's not a small honor to jump in right after the Prime Minister. Thank you very much. I'm calling in here from Norway. Just got back, by the way, from Croatia. After being there and visiting Smajovac and looking at and saying hello to people down there, doing the local representation of Liberland in the day-to-day. I am 56 years old. I've been, let's say, an old dog in the local and regional politics here in Norway. So I'm quite used to finding good solutions with other members of my own party and other parties to find good solutions in the local and regional part where I'm living. I have been interested in Liberland all the way since start. I think I sent my first email to Liberland 9 days after Vit put the flag on the beach. So I've been very interested in this for the whole time, and I've been very lucky to be there in the Ark in Apatin, and also in Liberland itself. I was there 6th of August. Together with Dorian and President Jedlicka was there. Thomas Waltz was there. David, I think, also was there on the 6th of August, 1.5 years ago. And this process has been so much rewarding to be a part of. And now I'm looking forward to use more time to be involved. If I'm voted in as a member of Congress, I could be more involved in what is happening in Liberland. And I think the best use of having me in the Congress would be to be more around what's happening in Liberland locally. I'm not the crypto expert that other people are here, but I will try to be as good as I can, a factor that binds the whole things together so that the physical and the crypto world is, let's say, coming more closer together as we are one team. And we are working for the same cause. I think that's a presentation of me. I'm looking forward to the debate, the back and forth in this room. And of course, I'm looking forward to the 10-year anniversary. I'm coming for
Awesome.
Sure, good friends. And looking
Thank you so much, Frode. That was a great introduction of yourself. Let's start with Frode. Frode, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Can you outline the 2 or 3 or 4 most important priorities that we should focus on as a government and a nation? Go ahead.
As a nation, we need to stand out as a promise for the future. Of course, we've done that globally for libertarian people, thinking people all over the planet. I think it's a lot of people watching us closely from afar. And are looking at the developments that are happening now with a great interest. At the same time, we need to do similar things on the local front. We need to get some more skin in the game in a local area. In Smajovac, in Batina, we already do so in Apatin. I mean, in the Serbian side of the Danube, we are doing very well. I've done for a long time. And of course, we have started now with Vit in investing in some property in the Batina area. We have other people investing in properties in the Smajovac area. And we have also people now that start to be in this area on the Croatian side of the Danube, more on maybe not 100% of the time, but fair amount of time being spent and invested from people being there on site. And we need to activate with the local people to need to get to know us better. We could arrange some kind of meetings where we start to speak with local people, maybe local politicians, about what we are seeing in the future of Liberland. Of course, the people, locals tend to think that this is not going to happen, this is just a dream. So we need to tell them that reality happens by dreaming big dreams, and then they happen, and we are one of those dreams. And let's say we could have some kind of presentation where we are speaking about Liberland, how that will function in Barania, which is that region of Croatia in the future, and how we will build this together with the local people, how they will be involved in what is, all that Liberland has to offer in terms of...
Very good, Frode. What's your vision for the next 5 to 10 years? Frode.
Wow. Just to be the first speaker on that topic, it's a big one. In 5 years, we have gotten out to the world with a message to world leaders around the world to make sure supporting Liberland to be this political test laboratory, how to test out direct democracy / meritocracy, and how that will work, because we will sell this as a product to all the leaders around the world. People are getting sick and tired of big governments now. That's everywhere, especially in the Western world. And we will be the test laboratory where we are testing small government, and we will show the world how that actually works. In 5 years, we will be able to do that. In 5 years, they will see that actually it's possible to run a more sufficient government, and people will be much more involved in the political process, and things will be running more smoothly. And in the new time, with the new technology and new currency, Liberland will lead the way. So that's my
good. Very good, Frode. Let's get back to another question here. I think I stated it. Who's some of your favorite thinkers, writers, or even role models? It doesn't have to be a writer. And how they influence you and your philosophy and your approach to doing things, like your involvement in Liberland. Let's go with Frode.
Yeah, thank you again. Well, you can mention some big names like JFK. You can mention Friedrich Hayek, the economist. But I would say, and I can maybe take a little spin-off from what Mikael just said just now, to run this as a really good business. And if I should name a philosopher in terms of business, it must be Jim Rohn, the late Jim Rohn from the United States, from a old farm boy from Idaho. He has some beautiful lectures about how to build an organization and a company like you build a symphony orchestra. It's so many parts and pieces that needs to move and function together with the rest of the orchestra. If not, you don't have music. You just have a mess. And that's the way we need to go forward as a business. We build this country as a company, I think.
What's that guy's name again? Jim Rohn?
Jim Rohn, yes.
Right. Okay.
You can look it up. He has a lot of nice material out there. He died in 2006. Before that, I was happy to had the honor to meet him a couple of times. He's a great philosopher, and I take a lot of nourishment from him over the years. So
very cool. Thank you, Frode. You're on the water quite often, and you get to see quite a bit of the natural beauty. So, Frode, how can we preserve that for future generations?
Yeah, the first time and the only time I was a riverboat captain. That was for 1.5 years ago on the Danube and in Liberland. It was quite amazing. And it's a challenging place to drive a boat occasionally. Sometimes the currents are very, very strong, and sometimes the water goes down, and not to mention it goes up extremely high up. So it's a demanding place to start a country in the physical terms. Also, as you say, it's a beautiful country in terms of nature. We have the wild pigs. Everybody was telling us that the wild pigs were very, very dangerous. They have, I don't think we have any wild pig incidents. No. So far, so good. Let's see if we can live in harmony with the pigs and the shackles and what more do we have? We have some deer.
The deer are huge. I saw bigger than a horse in Liberland. Yeah.
So it's like it is the Amazon of Europe, and so What are we going to do? Let's say we have thumbs up all over the world to build this country. Are we going to make it a natural habitat to live in wooden huts around the area? Or are we going to make this huge, this modern city that, the contest that was won by these architects in London also looks very cool. But some way down the line, we need to make some decisions because it's very hard to combine the two on such a small piece of land. So I would say I like nature very much, I must admit. And as Kenny Lee is saying, we doesn't need to be living very like hundreds of thousands of people on this very small piece of land. We will be Liberlanders all over the world, organized by Liberland in this small patch of land. So maybe we could have a very natural small habitat in harmony with nature.
Good
So
points.
that's so
Good
far I
points.
believe that.
I think so. And when you're forward looking and when you use technology in a very good way, and I think we've got a lot of innovative people who are helping us out, you can achieve that, to have both the beauty and the high tech. Yeah.
Yeah, and also one more thing, the Baranians, the people of the river, they love the nature of Gornja Sig, as they call it today. And I think they will be very happy if we just build on what is already there from nature, and that we are living with nature and don't do anything too drastic on the area.
And we can rely on the local knowledge to help us, guide us. So, but what are your thoughts on geopolitical questions? Let's start with Frode.
I guess being pragmatic.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we will just need to be like the old city-state of Dubrovnik, being the master of diplomacy, and be good at mastering the communication with all sides. Remember, that was a city-state that never was attacked, neither by Turks or Venetians. I know Thomas knows this story very well, I think, and we will be such kind of nation, and we will not take hard stances. We will be focused on what is our project, which is small government and liberty, and these things that we know everybody here in this room. But our level of communication must be pragmatic and to the at the highest level in the world. We will be the world champions on that field. So that must be our way.